real issue that I have a problem with was that someone came up to me a while ago and said that they were that they were constantly getting picked, that they were that they actually were thinking about leaving the trainer team because they were just getting picked so many times, and whenever they were anytime they got picked and they told somebody, I think it was Nick Lance, he told me that anytime that he got picked, or one time he got picked, and when he told them that he's been doing it all day, they were like, it doesn't matter, you need to do it again. And
Yeah,
that
man.
kind of just makes me a little bit angry, because I know that even though that these people chose to do it, it's they still need
Baby, good night, sweet
some
dreams, and
freedom.
no
They still
monsters.
need a break time. You can't just have them do it 24/7, or else they're just going to want to leave. And at some point, it's just gonna become too much for some people that are just gonna leave. And I know that really doesn't matter, but it kind of makes a difference when you lose some people that were willing to do big things and train a lot of people and help a lot, but because they didn't get a time to themselves, they kind of just left.
Sorry, stepping out. There we go. Yeah, it's a good. That's a good response. That was why in that last trainer meeting, I kind of went over talking to some of the trainers. Even if it's not all the time, at least in like admin chat, especially, because I know you guys have a lot of. I mean, we all do. We all have like a big, well, pack to carry on our backs all the time. So on top of being pulled as a trainer can be tough. That's why I kind of talk to people. Yeah, I wish there was a way. Like they just tell TRIs and whatnot to kind of check the roster and see if that person has a lot of trainings to reason with them. But I feel like some people don't do that because they're too lazy and don't want to waste time trying to pull someone. Um,
Yeah.
but I personally feel that we should have like some sort of trainer system. Like they plan on making big changes. If we stray away from quotas, that can be an issue, but it will show that the people who are going to train will be on. But then again, our numbers lose. So even if we have inactive people, they might be
Yeah.
able to train at a valuable time. Um, I wish we had more of a way to communicate and kind of request to make it more visible.
Yeah.
Like say you train like 20 recruits in one day and you just keep getting pulled. I wish there was a way to like clock you out of that, like maybe like a time in time out type spiel. And if you get a certain amount of trainings in like a specific time frame, you should not be able to be pulled. Just to kind of keep people from burning out or feeling like they're just being
Yeah.
absolutely abused and they're only looked
Yeah.
at as a product.
And usually when I bring people to the trainer team, or when I pull people for training, I don't really look at who's been training that much, but it's more of I mean, I trust the people that are in trainer to tell me the truth.
Yeah.
And if I mean, sometimes when people go AFK, I'll see them jolt a little bit, and act AFK, but that other than that, I mean, other than that, I if somebody pulls me and they're like, I've been training all day, I just got pulled for training and stuff like that, I'll usually send them back, because I feel like they understand that their quota needs to be fulfilled, that they have a quota of 2 that they need to reach every week, and if they don't reach that, then they get removed, and so does their staff rank.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, bringing people to train people isn't really the issue. It's the fact that, I mean, I feel like people that are lying to me and stuff like that are it kind of makes it worse, because I feel like some of the people that pull that are you don't need, no, you need to train now, have been lied to, and they've caught the person lying, so their trust kind of just goes away for that.
Fuck.
Really, the trainer system, once you become a TRI, the trainer system is all about trust. You need to be able to trust the people below you. You need to trust that these people are telling you the truth about things. I mean, I can't tell if somebody's level 15 or higher. I just trust their word that they are level 15 or higher. The only thing that I can really see is if they're a staff sergeant plus. I mean, it really comes down to trust when it's all about the trainer team.
Yeah. And honestly, on top of that, this quota for TRRs and TRs is not difficult.
Yeah.
I can understand at times where TRI can be difficult.
Yeah.
But overall, to train 2 people a week is so easy. But the issue lies not with the quota, it's the people who are polling. So I try to be mindful as well when I do that. Um, but like someone that might be having a rough week or just not in that mood. Like everyone has those times where they're feeling
Yeah.
a little burnt out. Obviously, they don't want to go on an ROA or LOA because it's not that severe, but they just want a little bit of a break. When they get pulled constantly by names because they got TRR in their name, because people look for like TRRs mainly, to get them promoted.
User joined your channel.
But
Hey,
that can
Malicoat.
create issues. And
Hold up.
so
Hold up.
Oh, do I need to
we
leave?
didn't-
User
We're,
joined
we're
your
just
channel.
talking about some staff stuff right now.
I see.
Yo, drop me those
You're-
documents.
You're dummy cute, Mally.
User left your channel.
Okay, Paco, can you leave?
How dare you?
I know, I'm the worst.
just
Shit, hold up.
It's just small things like that, though. I feel like if you push people too much when
User left
after
your
they
channel.
felt their quota, I still feel like they should have the urge to train every once in a while. But I
Yeah.
understand where if they have their quota, they've been training constantly and they're still getting pulled. That can be an
Yeah.
issue. That's why I wish we had like
Yeah.
notifications or a way to log when people, like request maybe a form that's like a 24-hour cooldown basically, where you can
Yeah.
request to say, hey, I need a break. And then no one
Yeah.
can pull you. I wish there was a way to do that.
Yeah, I feel like that would be great. Especially like I definitely got to give props to the people that are training 24. Like I mean, currently I think the person that has the highest has like 24, 28, 35. Sorry.
That's Scottish, right? You're
Yeah,
talking about
Scottish.
That's my boy.
And-
He was a former HA.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why I brought him in was because I remember when he was in HA.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I got to give him props because the most that I've ever gotten was 17, 18. I mean, like, even though that, I still got promoted for that. I still got the ability to move up within the ranks within trainer. But the thing is, these people know that at this point, they're good. They're doing great. But they still keep going.
Yeah, it's that capability of not being burnt out and having extreme drive. That's that shows good qualities, and that's why I appreciate the team. But I wish that I feel like some people have so much potential, but they just get hit with being pulled at the wrong times and force them to leave. I wish there was a way to really see how people are. In terms of the team, that's why I wish we had some just form where people can submit a reason, like they say, I got some family events going on, maybe someone passed away, not feeling too well, I just want to enjoy my time on the server, but I don't really want to be on my trainer duty. If I can stay as minimal as possible right now, I don't expect promotion, I just need some time away from life, but I don't want to be held up with a bunch of pulls to train all the time. I wish there was ways to suggest forms like that,
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like the trainer team's gonna change a little bit, especially since Hazy got promoted. Because the issue is Flux has been here since I was a trial mod, solid 4 or 5 months ago. He's constantly been here, and he's kind of just used to the old ways. That's part of the reason why with command, that's why they have terms. Because people bring new things, and they understand the new way that people think. So having someone that's been here forever and that's in the same position isn't going to change the way that people it's not going to change the way that people think. They still think the old way works. So it's good to have a new person
that holds those standards or perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. I had a incident earlier where he's gonna be removed from the team, no doubt. I'm gonna talk to some TRLs about it. But I had somebody who I brought him in, immediately gave me attitude. He's like, dude, I'm doing a fucking INS tryout right now. Why do you have to pull me? I was like, because you're a trainer and you don't have your quota done. And last week you failed to meet your quota. And he goes, there's so many other people, though. Why can't I just do my quota later? I was like, well, because those people aren't responding to me, and I brought you because you're TRR. And he goes, "Oh well, too bad. I can't even train this many people." And I was like, "It's only 3 people. You can train them. You will be fine." Well, he started training, and then I had a ticket cram come to me ASAP from someone else. This person. So I came. I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "Yo, why'd you have to pull this dude? I don't want him training. He needs to do his tryouts. This team sucks. He doesn't need to be training right now." And I was like, "He does need to be training, or he has to leave the team." And then he argued, and I was like, "All right, Clyde, you know what? Oh fuck."
It's fine. I'm not gonna do much.
I was like, "All right, man. You know what? You're excused. Go do your tryout. I'll keep note of that." And then I left him, and that was it. So he's obviously going to be removed from the team. That's a prime example of people who should not be in the team, and I'm happy that he's not currently staff anymore, because that shows just qualities of people who are just not willing.
Yeah, I feel like the issue with staff is the fact that once these people get their ranks, they feel like they feel like they're so much better than the normal players, and and I don't think these people realize that the entire reason you join staff is to help the people that aren't having a fun roleplay experience or aren't having a good time on the server. That part of the reason why I wanted to join staff was to get to admin and become a game master. I'm right at the cusp of it. But the issue is these people are getting angry at the fact that they haven't been promoted in a week. I haven't been promoted in a month, and I'm still here just working my ass off.
It was the same way with me. And that's what it is, man. It all comes down to just priorities and how you take the authority that you're given as a volunteer staff, and how you use those and how you let those go to your head. Most people come in with good intentions to the staff team. Let's be honest, because it takes some effort to make the application, go through that process, read the rules, get familiar with it, and then become staff, and then go through the trial mod phase and do all that. The issue lies not with that situation in general. What happens is, you start jailing people, you start talking to more staff, you get more involved with more staff through COC, staff chat, and then you start getting this idea in your head that you're a part of a team that's above the players and not lying within them, and that's where the issue draws. Obviously, as a staff, your priorities change and your duties change and your affiliation with this community becomes a little bit more in depth. And sure, in a lot of ways that can sound like in some way that you could be, I wouldn't say, I feel like where the misunderstanding comes in the line where those people take all of this, what I was just saying, all these duties and whatnot, and they start putting themselves they categorize themselves in the staff team apart from the players, and they watch over the players. Now, I think the issue is they forget that you're still a player on the server. You're still a player. You are just more involved, but that shouldn't be held as some sort of rank or title where you start feeling like, dude, I don't need to train this recruit. I already did my quota. I don't care about these guys. All right, well, that's the problem right there, is you are now looking at things in perspective of a quota rather than helping people. Quotas go by fast. They're set in line to ensure that people stay in line, but quotas are not absolutely mandatory. There's just guidelines, get your 2 trainer recruits in and you're good. But however, you should still be willing to help out the team. If you have your rough patches, everyone has their rough patches, so you have LOAs and ROAs in form. And if you feel like it's not necessary, you just take a break. Just tell someone, genuinely go to a TRO or something, and then if you were to come to me and go, dude, I'm having a rough week, man, I'll get my training done, but just give me a minute to kind of relax and chill. And then, I'll be like, all right, I won't pull you anymore, as long as you're meeting your quota regularly. And I won't pull you anymore. And if someone pulls you, and you tell me or PM me and get in contact with me and say, yo, they just got pulled to train. I don't want to create a problem, but I really need this break. Go, all right, dog. And I've done this multiple times where, I've pulled some people. They've told me some legit responses. I checked the roster. They got their quotas done. And then I'll train myself. I'm still a trainer. Just because I'm a TRO, I'm not going to take that power to my head. I'm still a trainer. Still got the trainer tag. I'll train if I need to. Obviously, I have a little bit more in terms of involvement in this group. My productivity is a little different. My major points of focus in terms of, fulfilling my role in the trainer team is a little different from other people, but I'm still a trainer. At the end of the day, we have a quota, and that can one of our rules is to still train. You're still supposed to be training, and I feel like people just miss that when they get too caught up in the staff team.
Yeah, and like I mean, the part of the reason why I go over a lot of detail in my trainings is because like I mean, the thing is these people like I mean these people are most of the people that play this server come on once, TK or just leave and never come back. And the thing is, they don't actually really didn't they didn't actually really get to notice
solve this shit.
how well the like the server's actually built and how well the
What the
server
fuck? Who just shot
has
me?
gone into depth about some things, and it kind of just it makes me upset a little bit. Because the thing
Can you
is,
shoot me in the face? I'm at like
sitting on
9
here
health.
having fun, doing all I can to
Someone?
just make myself immersed, when other people are sitting there not knowing what to do because nobody told them to.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Nope, never mind, can't do that.
But the thing is, it's really
Alright.
just like I mean,
I'm at,
it's
like,
really just
9 health.
disappointing when I see someone that doesn't understand the server
Don't
and
shoot
they
him,
think
Nori.
that
And you
the
probably
best
can't
thing
do
to
that.
do is come up with mass DK just because they find
Yeah,
someone
I just
to
remembered.
that.
You
Just
can't do
because
that.
the
That's
person
actually a
that trained
rule.
didn't
Just
go
remembered.
over whatever they needed to, and they
Fuck.
actually just decided that breaking all the rules was a lot.
Oh, great,
more
the kill
fun
command has
than
been. Now I have to
actually
go.
playing the server.
Hey, Nori, you're a medic. Are you able to heal me?
Fuck my audio, dude. Hello?
Hi.
Alright, hey.
But I don't know. I feel like the trainer team is doing good. I just feel like the people need to understand that like if they don't feel like they can do the server, if they don't feel like they can train people and make the server fun for them, then they can just leave. Like they don't have to stay here. Like I mean, not gonna lie, half of the people on the server that
Alright, Nori, you're
are
gonna be
here
jailed for
just
50
don't
minutes
want
for
to
TK
pay to get
times 2.
tiers.
I saw what happened the
Like
first time. I was
they
gonna let it
play
be
to
because of the
play on the
circumstance.
staff
I
tiers,
told you not to
which
shoot
like I mean
him or whatnot, and then
that's
you shoot me in the
not
foot.
really what you joined
That
staff
was
for.
just a minute ago. I have log
Like, I mean,
evidence of it, so you're gonna be jailed for
you
50
join staff to
minutes.
help people, and you join staff to let them know that like they're people on the server that want to have just as much fun than that other people do.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I think that the trainer team's doing good. I just feel like they need to understand that the trainer team is more than just a quota.
Deal. That's a perfect response for the second question too. Hold on, let me type this.
I'll be right back.
I'm sorry, but you cannot. You guys need to be separated. Everyone in jail cells have to be separated. I'm sorry.
Sorry for that. My mom needed me to do like 8 things.
You're good. I was just writing some notes down.
I,
Alrighty. So we went over a couple of things, but if you want to pick pieces from that conversation, you can. What would you like to see added to the team?
I feel like your idea of that 24 break notice is a good idea. Especially since like I've definitely found myself when I was a trainer just like begging that I didn't get picked for that day because I was doing some things. So yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
Okay, let me write that down.
love it when my game lags out every time I take a ticket.
There we go. Alrighty. How do you think the officer team is going? In the trainer team, of course.
I feel like the officer team's doing well. I definitely do feel like you guys are losing some officers. I don't see a lot of trainer officers on. I see back when Dev was a trainer officer, I saw him on a lot, and I saw you, but that was about it.
And who else?
You and Dev.
Dev? Did a deal. I wrote might be due to time zone. Some people just play at weird times. I don't see a lot on myself. Usually at night I'm the only one on. If Dev isn't on, Dev PP, right?
Yeah.
He's in the PP clan or whatever the fuck. Alrighty. What do you think the officer team could work on? I don't know if you want to just say activity because of what your last message was, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I'd probably just say activity. I see you guys doing a lot of work though, so I think you guys are doing good.
Did a deal. And who do you think should be the next TRO?
TRO? I'm not really sure.
TRO, trainer officer.
Yeah, TRO, I'm not really sure. I don't really see a lot of people on. Last week I said Fimu, but that was when Fimu was doing stuff, but it's kind of been like Team Fimu's like she put all her energy in and then she just like fell off the face of the earth. But I really don't know who it'd be. Like, I mean, a lot of people work for it, but I don't really see anybody doing anything special.
That's fine. That's a fair response, a genuine response, not just trying to pull a name out of your ass. Good. Alrighty. Oh, I do need a video link. Fuck, okay, here.